Everybody, welcome to the War on the Shore, Loyola versus New Trier, in what we call the quadruple header, although there's only 3 games, but we're only covering one of those 3 games. But it's Loyola versus New Trier. And a big-time game. New Trier comes in undefeated. Loyola also coming in with, I don't think they have any losses on the season. I suppose with the rivalry, it doesn't even matter what the records are. New Trier won the draw. New Trier in their dark colors and Loyola in their gold. Picked up by the Ramblers. Ramblers bring it ahead into the zone. Spread it out, put it on the backhand, try to sweep it through, and picked up and held for the whistle-stopping play. We got him standing in the aisles tonight. Right into the left wing area, well covered. These teams know each other very well. They played last week, and that game that's icing, could well have an impact on this game. I'll explain that as we go along. There's a long shot and a goal. And Loyola on the board. On the goal from at 16:21 of the period. His shot off the face-off. Weak though it was. Directed to the side. Ramblers regroup. Put it back in the zone. Long shot, save. Over to the corner. Back behind the goal line. Ramblers will wrap it around to the near side. Tried to center it for the shot. Broken up by the Trevians, and they bring it back the other way. Right into the slot, and he fanned on the puck from the high slot to the near side boards, and now cleared to center ice and all the way down. It is not icing. Over here to the near boards, the law of obstructed view. The more where our view is obstructed, the more that puck is going to be over here on this near side. Deflects off the leg over to the far side and put back deep. New Trier will look for a centering. It actually looked like that we're way out of position for what developed. Brought into the zone. Dropped past it. There's the shot all the way through over here to the near side. Ramblers send it deep to the corner. Looking for the man in the slot. Couldn't find him. Around to the point. Held in the zone briefly. And now the Ramblers will just dump it into the zone. New Trier around to the near side. Picked up by the Trevians. And now the Ramblers. They should be a very tight checking game tonight. Long shot and a save. Near side. Trevians pick it up. Back behind the goal line. Over to the far side and cleared out the center ice. And right at the blue line, brought into the zone. The shot, the save. Somewhat lengthy in distance. Picked up by the Ramblers and right straight ahead to the red line. And sent the rest of the way. On the near side, heavy check along the boards. All the hits are going to get a big rise out of this standing room only crowd here at Wilmette. Better than 2,000. But because of language, we've got the sound turned way down here. Cleared. Now picked up by the Trevians. Had it in his pocket pick, but Ramblers still controlled it. Out ahead on the long pass, and that missed connections. Ramblers will put it to the near boards. Picked up there. Outlet pass ahead. Looked like it was offside. And now New Trier coming back the other way. Sends it deep. Back behind the goal line. They scrum it for center right up the slot. Nobody there. to the high slot, the shot, and that boomed wide. They were looking for somebody in close, and they didn't find him. And I think Dutra was in the process of completing a line change. That's maybe why the players were so far out of position. Deep behind the goal line. Over to the far side. Back behind the goal, two Trevians back there. Now cleared to center ice. Last week, these two teams played in the Loyola O'Grady Tournament Championship game. And there were 4 injuries, 2 on each team. But New Trier, I think, suffered the more significant injuries. On the near side, along the near side boards, in the corner, the dead corner, where that Zamboni comes off the ice is always a little different there. Puck tends to die a little bit more. There's a shot all the way through. Take it to the far side, and the Trevians get it out the center ice. Picked up at the defense. They'll set it up on the near side. And back behind the goal. Left there for the Rambler defense. Send it to the near side. Trevians pick it up at the left wing in the corner. Back out to the point. And had trouble. Had to get caught in the skates. A shot to save from the left wing. Grabbed and held on. First period action. Up top. And shot to save. And a little extracurricular activity. We're going to find a lot of that in a game like this. Particularly playing to the crowd and with the emotions off last week's game. We're going to see a lot of post-play stuff going on after the whistle. Back to the Trevians zone, out ahead, picked up by the Ramblers. They'll retreat behind the goal, set the play up, and turned out to come back in on the goal, grabbed and held on. Now the face-off around to the far side, picked up there by the Ramblers, a check, and brings a rise out of the New Trier section. We're over on the New Trier side only because of the angle. And with that net in the way. To the side, cleared out to center ice. Picked up over here to the near side, flipped into the zone. Back behind the goal. Over to the far side, they've scrum it along a little bit. To the corner. Trevians controlled, put it to the near side. Centering attempt, that was busted up, but New Trier picked it up anyway, got it into the zone, right back out, and right back in. Ramblers off the boards, attempt at a check, missed connections. New Trier retreats behind their own goal. Take it to the near side, get it out to center ice. Bouncing it around, and a whistle and a stoppage of play. And a Loyola penalty coming up, I believe, for tripping. Loyola penalty, 2 minutes tripping. And 9:38 of the first period. So New Trier with the player advantage. Picked up by the Trevians. Set the play up on the near side, wrap it around behind the goal over to the far corner. Right at the goal line. In the corner. They'll kick it along a little bit before the Trevians gain control. Tried to sweep it ahead, and skate got in the way, cleared by the Loyola Ramblers. Trevians out ahead, back over here to the near side. Spread it out, wrapped around behind the goal over to the far side, and picked up and again cleared by the Ramblers. And a forechecker here. for Loyola. Goes in deep. Picked up by the Trevians. They get it into the zone. Ramblers will pick it up on that far corner. And then brought away by the Ramblers into the zone. Tried to turn the corner, tried for the wraparound. The net was dislodged. No goal. No goal. Net was dislodged before the goal. And the face-off. The draw to the near side. Well, we've had a couple of those between these two teams. The first game had a big one for New Trier disallowed for the net being dislodged. New Trier ended up winning that game and winning last week's game. They are undefeated on the season. Up top, there's a shot to say, that's right, Loyola can't be undefeated. I said that at the beginning of the game. It can't be because they lost to New Trier. But I think that's the only loss in the season for Loyola. New Trier flips it into the zone. And that was icing. Over here on the near corner, out to the point, ran into the sticky wickets out front and deflected wide right. Back behind the goal, along the boards. They scrum it along. And I think play with a high stick or a hand pass, one or the other. No, couldn't be the hand pass. Must have been played with a high stick. Picked up by the Ramblers. The shot ran into the legs out front. A lot of them. Over here to the near side. Sent over to the far side. Flipped into the zone. First period action. Loyola scored early, 1-0. At 16:21 of the first period. Shot and the save. First minute. Up top, over here to the near side. And the save over to the far side. And cleared the center ice. And back to the New Trier end. They'll set it up at the defense. Up ahead at the red line into the zone. The two forwards passed to each other but couldn't get a shot away. Final pass was a little off. In the corner. And they scrum it along. Ramblers circle around, right into the slot. The shot. Defenseman, nice job getting in the way, preventing the shot. And an icing call against New Trier. That was basically to prevent the play from developing any further. Bouncing around a little bit. Pops out to center ice. Ramblers tried to get it back into the zone and couldn't. New Trier tries to get it into the zone and does so at the right wing. Couldn't get the shot away. He was defended tightly. Near side, out top. And back to the blue line. Strong arm to the corner. They push it along there. Near side. And cleared. Now taken on the other side and sent deep. Trevians. And off the boards. Far side, New Trier. And Loyola, we lost the puck out of the ring. It was a Loyola player that shot it out. Around to the near side. Cleared out ahead. into the zone. Looked to center it, couldn't get it. Now in tight shot, and just boomed it wide. Into the slot, try for the backhand, and high and wide left. Third attempt, and that ran into all the sticky wickets out front. Up high. Ramblers with the shot, the save, grabbed and held on. And some extracurricular activity post whistle. Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Back behind the goal. Right into tried to get it into the slot. Neutral puts it to the near boards. Ramblers send it back deep. Centering attempt. Turned out to get close to the goal, and everybody took a little whack at it. Shot ran into the sticky wickets out front, and Neutral comes back the other way. On the give and go, into the slot, try for another give and go, but the Ramblers were all over it. Cleared diagonally to the Neutral end. Over here to the near side, up ahead. And the Ramblers take it back behind the goal. They set the play up, then sent it too deep. And going back the other way deep, and that's going to be icing. Offside at the icing. At the face-off. And they're going to send the Rambler. He couldn't set up straight. Set up straight, not sit up straight. I don't think I said that, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't. I said it clearly. Up top and sent back into the neutral area. Trevian defenseman sends it ahead. The winger brings it back deep into the zone. They'll try again to send it out. They did. It wasn't a pass, though. It wasn't a setup of play. Back behind the goal. Again, set up. Shot and a save. They ended up with a breakaway up the slot. And the save, 2:36 left to play here in the first period. Now, miscommunication on the part of the Trevians, trying to get a little fancy with the puck on the pass. There's a shot attempt wide left. Up top. They scrum it along there. Bounce it around. Into the zone, and that was offside. And Trevians got caught with their feet in the cookie jar. Over to the far side. Neutral and Loyola. Ramblers bring it into the zone. Again on the backhand. Shot and no goal. Ramblers thought they had one, but I don't think it crossed the goal line. Cleared. Scrumming it along the boards. And they were going to end up with a frozen puck. It's underneath the neutral player. And because it's under the neutral player, the faceoff moves outside the blue line. Over here to the near side. Wrap to the far. Back again behind the goal. Over here again, the Trevians pick it up at the red line. And a heavy check. Look for the backhand, and Loyola had that one well covered. Outlet pass just missed connections, and that's going to be icing. Out at the point. And we have it ricochet out of the rink. It was off for Ramblers, so it went deep. Here's a shot high and wide, and up onto the netting over here in the corner. The shot was taken by the neutral player, so that was the reason for that. A long shot and a save. Coming back the other way. Ramblers trying for a shot from the left wing and couldn't get there. We're just about done here with the first period of this one. There's a shot and the save back behind the goal. Out to the point. The shot and the save. The rebound picked up by New Trier. And the Trevians along the near side boards bring it back into the zone. The shot and the save. Bounced around a little bit. And just cleared out of harm's way to center ice. Put back into the zone. Back behind the goal, over to the far side, up top. And now picked up by the Ramblers. And just hold it for the end of the period. We're done with the first period of play. Loyola 1 and New Trier nothing. And we'll be back with more. On the cable and the internet, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Phone in one hand, ticket in the other. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Watch this game on demand on YouTube at Loyola Hockey versus New Trier. And today's date in real time, 12/02/18. That's what the game on YouTube at Loyola Hockey versus New Trier, 12/02/18. Metro Chicago Sports Network, Loyola leading New Trier 1-0. And we've got the second period underway. Near side, New Trier, and ran it into the netting, trying to clear it out of the zone. Right away, New Trier makes a line change. And we're set. The draw, and New Trier clears it. Turned out to be a long shot on goal. Over to the far side, off the boards, out to center ice. And Trevians bring it right back in. Right into the slot, couldn't get the shot away. Now shot save from the slot. Cleared out, and now a hand pass. And they let it go in the neutral zone. Back behind the goal. Near side, out the center ice. And the Ramblers put it right back into the zone. New Trier puts it right back out. The centering setup pass didn't quite work. Now the Trevians bring it into the zone offside. New Trier caught with their feet in the cookie jar. Couldn't set it up. There's a lot of stuff like that going on here tonight. At the face-off, I'm not sure why. Searching for an advantage. Whistle. And it was icing. Back behind the goal. Scrumming along a little bit. Trevians straight ahead, big blaster, and boomed it wide right. Might have been deflected, I'm not sure. He just oversticked it. Cleared out to center ice. And flipped in deep. And it turned out to be a shot on goal. Near side and cleared ahead. New Trier at the defense, gets it out to center ice right away. Trevians bring it back into the zone. Along the far side, they battle for it there. Pushing and shoving a little bit, picked up by the Ramblers. Ramblers bring it to the near side. Outlet pass ahead. New Trier. And again, New Trier, there's a shot and just a great save. New Trier, a lot of sticks up. We got a penalty coming up for slashing on Loyola. 14:36 of the period. Minor for slashing. On the boards, up high. The shot and knocked down by the Ramblers, and they clear. Penalty killing. Loyola with the 1-0 lead. Over to the far side. Bouncing puck picked up and brought into the zone. Back ball. And turned out to be a long shot. And clear right back out. New Trier will set it up behind their own goal. With the forechecker there. Now Trevians get it into the zone deep. And back out. It'll be offsides, the delay offside, and the Ramblers clear. Near side. Back to the far, set up at the defense of the Trevians. Stolen away briefly. Now New Trier controls it again into the zone. Dropped past it, but Rambler was there to intercept it. To the high slot, the big cranker and the boomer wide. Over here to the near side. They scrum it along there. Hope you enjoy our broadcast wherever you may be on our network line. You're on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Now the longest running access broadcast of sports in the Chicago area. We're in our 34th year. The big blaster, and that boomed wide. On the near side boards, and Ramblers strong arm it away. Bring it in, took the backhand and the save. Sorry, I keep on commenting on this practically every week because I keep on seeing it in every game. There are players that flip that puck over to the backhand instead of taking the forehand shot. You're going to get more on it, a forehand shot than you are a quick forehand shot than you are anything with a backhander. Now swatted at back to center ice, back to the Trevian end. Put it to the other side defense. Cleared ahead, and the Ramblers were right there along the boards. Sent deep to the dead corner. Out and cleared. And the Ramblers again send it back into the zone. On the far side, New Trier picks it up. Very tight checking game tonight. Nobody's really had any sort of setup on the play. They've had a couple of breaks, and each team's had an opportunity with a wide open break in the slot, but it's been more of an error than necessarily the setup. Sent to the far side. Picked up by New Trier. They put it into the zone. Ramblers. And now Trevians again into the zone and back behind the goal. Loyola with the puck off the boards, up to the point. Dribbled it behind the goal line over here to the near side. And the Ramblers sent it diagonally into missed connections. New Trier again sent ahead into the zone. They shot and they saved with the stick. Although it might have been headed wide anyway. Off the boards. at the defense of Loyola. They send it to the near side, and Trevians took it away and cleared it ahead. Misconnections on the long outlet pack. Picked up by the Ramblers, and they cleared to center ice. And New Trier will retreat behind their own goal line over to the far side. Bumped off, and the puck sent back behind the Loyola goal. They'll scrum it along there and a whistle, and we have a stoppage of play, and I think there's a minor and a 10-minute misconduct for boarding coming here against New Trier. You talk too much, you worry me to death. You talk too much, you even worry my pet. You just talk too much. 2 and 10 for boarding. New Trier brought into the zone, and now over here to the near side. New Trier wraps it around Loyola. Ramblers pick it up. Out to the point. The point man had tried to move over to the high slot and didn't cover that point. Brought back into the New Trier end of things. And now cleared to center ice. Brought to the near side and offside. Flip deep to the near side of obstructed view, and New Trier clears. As a penalty kill picked up by the Ramblers. Ramblers bring it ahead. Off the leg, and the setup at the defense. Dropped past it, and it was a zigzag play. He zigged when he should have zagged. Now again, the Ramblers try to get it into the zone. They did so. Stop, put it back to the point, over to the near point, to the high slot. The shot ran into sticky wickets and cleared by New Trier. Pass ahead and flipped into the zone. Back up top to the slot, and New Trier clears it to center ice. The Trevians pick it up at the blue line, and a bouncing puck, and the Ramblers control. Cleared, and that's going to be icing against Loyola. 7 minutes exactly left to play in the period. To the near side. And again back behind the goal, over out to center ice. Bouncing it around. Now the Trevians try to get it deep into the zone and had their troubles doing it. Up top and all the way through over to the far side. Another shot was broken up in the slot. Ramblers send it deep. New Trier picks it up. Outlet pass ahead. Into the zone. Tried to stick handle around the defenders, split the defenders, but didn't work. Cleared to the red line. And the Ramblers shot, saved. The rebound bounces in on the goalie. And again, some extracurricular activity here. The face-off over on that far side. They scrum it along a little bit, cleared ahead. New Trier into the zone. Loyola puts it to the far side. Bounces into the slot. The turnaround shot save from the slot. And we had a little problem at the face-off. We'll do it again. Over at the near side and backhanded up top. Nutrier got it into the slot. The shot just wide left from the slot. Another shot, this one wide right. Back behind the goal. Far side. They'll scrum it along. Battle for it. Picked up by the Trevians out to the high slot. The shot. Ooh! Got the shot in the slot. Shot it wide right. Getting a backhander. Tried to skate it in on goal. Couldn't get the shot. Try again. The shot. And I think a save. There's another shot and the save and back behind the goal and wrapped around. And Ramblers trying to stop the progression. We'll send it down for the icing. Just to stop the play development, because that was intense in there. Behind the goal, the Ramblers try to pick it up. Now Nutrier doing what they do so well, passing around. Although Loyola has been very tight on them on the defense. Shot just still deflected wide. Took the shot off the side of the net. Wrapped around and again cleared. And icing. Now the puck free, shot wide. In the corner, defending state champions and the undefeated Nutrier Trevians. So a lot of pride on the line. In this one, the shot and the save. And of course the standing room only full house here today. Up top, put back into the zone by the Trevians. Ramblers back behind the goal, over here to the near side, back over to the far side. Cleared ahead, dropped past it. And Ramblers just backhanded into the zone. Now sent deep. And Nutrier up ahead on the pass. Down the man goes. Puck taken out of harm's way, and the Ramblers pick it up and bring it into the zone. There's the shot, the save. Ran it into his own man, trying to clear it out of the zone. Shallow angle shot off the side of the net. Wide left. Bounced around. Trevians out ahead on the pass. Spread it out. Tried to deke a little bit to get around the man, and it didn't work. Nutrier and Loyola. Loyola trying to get it out of the zone. Out to center ice, and the Ramblers left it at the blue line. Nutrier put it into the zone. Turned out to be a shot on goal and grabbed and held on. We've got a penalty coming up. Cross-check over here on the near side along the boards. Minute 43 left to play here in the second period. Far side picked up by the Ramblers. Snappy period here. Ramblers on the near side. Wrapped it around over to the far side. Bouncing around. A lot of fast-paced action here today. Up top. And on the near boards, there's the shot. Ran into the sticky wickets out front. and cleared to center ice. Taken there by the Ramblers. They'll pick it up, bring it into the zone. Right in front, shot. And the rebound kind of was there in the slot. But the Ramblers couldn't get there. Now, Ramblers in. The shot didn't quite work. Back behind the goal. Trevians pick it up. And Trevians will clear it. Penalty killing. Late here in the second period. Ramblers straight ahead on the power play. Far side. And New Trier clears it. And we'll finish up with a line change here. Late in the period. Off the side of the net. And the horn sounds end of the period. At the end of the second period of play, the score remains 1-0. Loyola leading New Trier. We'll be back. On the cable and the internet, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Texting while driving is illegal in Illinois. A message into public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Watch this game on demand on YouTube at Loyola Hockey versus New Trier, 12:02:18. That's Loyola Hockey versus New Trier, 12:02:18 on YouTube. Loyola scored in the first minute of this game, and that's all the scoring we've had up till now. It remains 1-0 Loyola over New Trier. Loyola has 18 seconds of power play left to start the third period of this one. Ramblers with it. Picked up and bring it into the zone. Bump a little bit. And cleared by New Trier, and that'll do it for the penalty just about. Ramblers pick it up, near side. Scrum it along. Put it over to the far side. At the goal line. Eke it out to center ice, looking for the cherry pick man out at the blue line. Didn't find him. Still got it into the zone though. And now sent deep, and that's icing against New Trier. Near side. Back behind the goal. Bounced around a little bit. Up top. And off the man, and the Trevians pick it up. Look for some place to go with it. Ramblers were able to cover up. Near side, right along the near boards. Out to the point. Held in the zone. Range it in, left wing, shot saved. And the near side boards. They scrum along in the dead corner. Far side. And the outlet pass ahead. Got around the man, put it on the backhand, and couldn't get the shot away. New Trier at their own defense. Tried to set the play up, and Ramblers managed to break it away. Now back into the Rambler end. Picked up by the defense there, and they'll try and get it out of the zone. Held in briefly. Now New Trier, Trevians will take it to the corner. Ramblers off a leg, on a head. Picked up, flipped to the corner on the New Trier end of things. Far side. And the Trevians on ahead at the red line. Ramblers doing a great job here of standing up the Trevians. Picked up again by the Ramblers, and they'll just send it deep. back to the blue line, and Ramblers sent it deeper into the neutral zone, and then New Trier sent it back deep into the Ramblers end of things. Trevians keep it in the zone to the dead corner, near side, up top, and missed connections. And back deep at the Rambler defense. Ramblers with it, cleared it ahead, spread it out, bring it into the zone, drop past it. Nobody there but Trevians. Now picked up by the Ramblers. Now the question's going to be, in a sense, this is sort of a meaningless game. These two teams are going to come in the season 1-2. So the playoffs and even the league standings mean kind of very little. They're going to mean a lot more here. They could meet as many as 5 more times if my counting is correct. Ramblers make a line change. Trevians get it into the zone. There's a shot, a save. Held on. Back behind the goal, and now they've kind of figured each other out a little bit. This is the third meeting of the year. And that's icing. Ramblers get it to center ice, and New Trier put it into the zone. Ramblers put it right back out, back into the Trevians end. Trevians pick it up. Heavy check along the board. Now picked up again, right into the slot. The shot and the save. And again, some extracurricular activities after the play. And now some yelling and some talking after the play. Before the face-off, there's a bunch of stuff going on there. It's kind of the nature of this rivalry between these two. Back behind the goal line, over here to the near side. Out ahead, Trevians pick it up. Trevians bring it into the zone. There's a shot and a save. Wow. Great save on the glove. Now Ramblers ragged in the zone, put it out to the point, shot it wide. Here's a shot ran into sticky wickets to the far side, and nobody from the Ramblers there, so the Trevians clear it ahead. Ramblers keep it out of the zone, now brought back in, and that's going to be offside with 11:15 left to play here in the third period. Ramblers clear it ahead, all the way deep. Near side, out to the point. The shot ran into traffic as soon as it got underway. Trevians bring it back the other way. Had trouble splitting the defense down to the near side. They'll move it along a little bit more. On the near side boards, they scrum it along. Backhanded, out in the center ice, picked up by the Trevians. They put it deep. Ramblers cleared ahead. New Trier, the shot high and wide, deflected. put back behind the goal. There was a Trevian defender there. He picked it up, got it into the slot. His wingmate was turned the wrong way. Now back behind the goal line. They battled for it. Trier clears it ahead. And all the way into the zone. Turned out to be a long shot on goal without much on it when it got there. Shot wide right, left, center. By other right. Up top. Now the Trevians bring it back into the zone. And a shot and a save from the high left wing. They'll scrum it along. They still have two pushing around going on. Nothing to call. Coincidental entanglement. Far side. There's a shot and a save on the shallow angle right wing. Out to center ice. Put back in. Trevians will have to tag up. Ramblers control. And clear it ahead and all the way deep. And that's icing against Loyola. And again, issues at the face-off on the setup. Picked up by the Ramblers. And they get it to the blue line. And now trickle it to the near side and into the zone. There's a shot and a save, and held on. Shot from the right wing. To the far side. Bouncing it along. They'll scrum it along the boards a little bit. Pops free. Trevians. Oh, breakaway. Shot, save. Right in front. Taken away by the Ramblers. Got it out high. Trevians kept it in the zone. Along the near side boards. Now into the slot, the shot, they saved and grabbed and held on. Wow. Couple of nice opportunities for Trier and a great save by the Loyola goalie. Coming back. 2-on-1. Shot and the save. Gave up the rebound, but the Trevians were there. Back behind the goal. Now Trevians again shot at the save. Trevians pressing now, getting late in the third period. Near side. Loyola. Now picked up by Trier. The big blaster, and that boomed wide. Far side. Cleared into the zone, and it's offside. And take that back. We got a penalty. We got a penalty for too many men on the ice against Loyola. It hit somebody as they were making the line change. Bench minor, too many men on the ice. Time of the penalty, 7:08 of the third period. Near side. Now the Trevians set the play up until they got to the red line, and then it broke down. And the Ramblers cleared back into the neutral end. Trevians again tried to set up the play. And again, they had to retreat into their own zone to do it. Picked up again, stood up at the blue line. Ramblers have been doing that all night long, stopping the play at the blue line. Trier They flip it deep. Picked up by the Ramblers. Wrap it around near side. Again, sent deep by New Trier. And cleared to center ice. Picked up there. And the shot. And deflected out of the rink. Or shot out of the rink, I guess it was. And again, New Trier having trouble setting up the play. Setting up the face-off. To the far side, up top. New Trier. Setting it up. Back behind the goal, over to the far side. Standing room only crowd here at Wilmette. Up to the high slot, the shot, the save. Puck's free, grabbed and held on. I'm not sure. They're setting it outside the zone because the New Trier defenseman came in, I believe. I'm not sure who actually froze that puck. There's some question on that. But the ref said it was the goalie and that the New Trier team was in tight, and that was why the face-off went outside the zone. Now, near side, they battled for it there along the boards. Ramblers, and bad pass, bad stick handling. New Trier grabbed it briefly. Now cleared. And that's icing against Loyola. The face-off picked up by the Ramblers. They won the draw. Cleared it into the New Trier end. They'll scrum along. Try to feed it out of the zone up top. Dribbled out. Near side. And now behind the goal line. On ahead. Spraying it into the zone. New Trier and Loyola along the boards. Trevians pick it up. Set it up. Cleared it ahead. Ramblers at the defense. Keep it out of the zone. Back to the blue line of the Trevians. Trevians will make a line change. Near side and send it deep. Now the Ramblers will pick it up behind their own goals. Try to skate it out of the zone and instead had it poke checked away. Now just shot out of harm's way. And the mad chase, they washed off the icing, so somebody must have touched it along the way. Ramblers to the near side, up top. That boomed wide. Near side. And New Trier. Out ahead. Loyola at the defense. And deflected up onto the netting. 2:57 left to play in the third period. Backhanded out of the zone. Put back in by the Ramblers. Bounced up on the goal. Netting. Oh. On the far side at the red line. Ramblers put it right back into the zone. And they scrum along a little bit. New Trier puts it into the zone deep. Looking to pull their goalie now. They're getting close to that time anyway. Near side. And now bumped, and the Trevians pick it up and send it over here. Held in the zone. Along the near side boards, a big cranker, and that boomed wide. It was a try for a deflection out front. New Trier usually puts two men in on either side of the goal. Tonight they're only doing one. Back behind the goal line. Dutrier flipped it back behind the goal. Turnaround shot off the goal netting. Wide left. Up top. Well, they got each other. No penalty. Dutrier people were upset about that, but I didn't see anything there. They're still entangled. Cleared. Didn't get it out of the zone. Picked up by the Trevians. And now the whistle and the stoppage of play at exactly a minute left to play in the period. And I'm not sure exactly why the whistle. Dutrier's pulled their goalie for the extra attacker. There's the shallow angle shot, the save, grabbed and held on. And a little slide by there, you see. Empty net. Near side. Back behind the goal. Taken to the far side. And again, a whistle. And man in the crease. Picked up by the Trevians. Trevians pressing for the game-tying goal under a minute to play here in the period and the game, the third period. Potentially the game. We could go to overtime. Dutrier can score. There's a shot, and just wide. Looking for the open net. All picked up, and now the shot and the empty net goal. Dutrier, 13 seconds left to play in the third period. Open, empty net goal. And Loyola leads this 2-0 with 13 seconds left. Now the face-off. Dutrier with their first loss of the season here. Taken by the Ramblers. And the horn sounds, and we are done. And the Loyola Ramblers win this one with a 2-0 shutout. Spectacular performance by the goaltender. And a great job by Loyola standing up the Dutrier Trevians through most of this game. So Loyola scores in the first minute, less than a minute into the first period, and then scores an empty netter with just 13 seconds left, and in between a very tight, well-played hockey game. That'll do it for us for this game. Stick around for more sports action on the network. Join us on the network. Watch this game on demand on YouTube. And for all of us, we say as always, thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.